A few things I want to bring up in this video. I had a dentist appointment earlier, but in the next couple weeks, I'm going to be having surgery, so I probably won't post anything for 4 days. Going from that time that the surgery happens. So that's like on the 20th. I think August 20th. I think is my surgery date. So, like I said, going from that day, I won't post anything from that date on to the next 4 days or so. Then. If anybody who's watched my videos before knows this situation, I have comments disabled on my videos, and the reason for that is because it's weeding out trolls, especially trolls that bounce up and down on Donald's dick. I just had a troll. Of course, I was able to read his comments. Of course, you didn't see them on the video because they're enabled. Like, basically, they're like a disabled comment, so I was able to see what he wrote, and his comments were so inbred that I removed them. He was accusing Elijah Cummings of being racist, and was trying to get me to identify how 45 is and how 45 is. I said 45's comments are racist, especially those tweets attacking Elijah Cummings, just like he called African American countries shitholes, just like he told the 4 congressmen to go back to where they came from. If that's not racist, then what the fuck is? And then he tried to claim that basically, since I didn't do any research and I've never held a real job, but I'm not sorry to prove any inbred redneck wrong that supports Donald. But I'll tell you this, I've had 3 jobs. One of them I held for 9 years. So they can go fuck themselves. And then he said something about he wanted to suck his mother's own tits. I said, well, if you want to do that, then go ahead. And then he said something about basically. And then there was nothing, and so basically he made about several comments. I was able to read them, but like I said, you guys weren't able to. But I just basically told you what he basically said, but his comments were removed. And then I applied for a second job. Actually a third one if you think about it, because I do this one, and then I work at a restaurant just to make a little extra money on the side. But I also applied for a third job because, for one to 2 jobs at most sometimes don't always work out, and also it's because when you got bills to pay, sometimes 2 jobs isn't even enough to cover the bills. Sometimes 3 might be able to, but eventually down the line I might keep one job and leave the other. I might leave the restaurant job and go to the one I applied for. It's a grocery store, but at least with them they offer a 401k and paid benefits, and that's what I'm looking for. So I gotta call back within either tomorrow or next week and see what they say.